Hello, welcome to Talent House Coaching. My name is Sami Monyoki. In Talent House Coaching, we are here to encourage you, equip you, empower you, impact you, inform you, and inspire you.
All right. Thank you for that introduction.
Mhm.
How does one detect a character who is a manipulator and a predator on matters finances? Context of dating.
Yeah, many relationships break because of issues to do with the finances, issues to do with the money. I believe dating should not be entered into inadvisedly. We are not taught how to date in school. There is no school of dating. We will just learn it. Some of us will just try it. Some of us will find ourselves in a mess. So the same applies to finances. You will meet someone, you're interested in them, you express the interest to them, you commit in a relationship, and even later in marriage. And you'll keep learning their strengths and weaknesses. And these strengths and weaknesses will come out even in dating. So specifically to the question, there are people who target someone because of their money. That is the reality. Do we have predators? Do we have manipulators? And the answer here is yes, they do exist. So it's very important to take precaution as you date. Before you commit to someone, it is very important to study them, to know them. Some of these men will be so nice to you, they'll spoil you. And the approach they use is they want to spend on you. They want to show you that they are open. They want to tell you they make a lot of money. And most of them will tell you, I am a businessman. So you'll never know the source of their money. And sometimes they have a lot of it. So how can you detect such? When you have manipulators and predators, both men and women. So it is not a one-sided thing. But how do you detect? And I will just give 5 red flags that can help you detect whether they are in a relationship with you, targeting your money only. Red flag number 1, feeling entitled and they want to control how you spend. As long as your expenditure is not on this person, they don't complain when you buy something for them. Maybe, for example, you spend on them, you take them on a date, you buy them a gift, or do something to them. As long as you are not spending on them, any other expenditure, they complain about it. Red flag number 2, this person wants you to meet all the expenses and they contribute nothing. They don't want to spend on anything. Even when you are going for a date, they want you to send fare and yet they can afford it. So if meeting an expense as little as paying fare, whether they are using a cab or using public transport, that should be a red flag. This person is with you for financial gain. Number 3, use of blackmail and manipulation. So, for example, you'll see somebody who wants to call you stingy, either indirectly or directly. Sometimes if you want to detect somebody who is an abuser or somebody who is a manipulator or a predator of your finances or your money, you will hear them say, I don't like dating men who are broke. I don't like dating men who are stingy. I don't like men who have no money. And they use some terminologies to try and manipulate you and blackmail you. Some of them will even threaten you with a breakup. They tell you, if you cannot treat me like this, then it is better we break up. And I would advise you, if somebody gets to that point where you are trying your best, you are doing your best, you are appreciating them and you are contributing to the level that you can make it. But they are using blackmail, calling you stingy, they are calling you names, and they are threatening you with a breakup. It is better to break up than find yourself in debts, taking a loan or borrowing money to impress this person. Number 4, it is like the moment they began to date you, they suddenly became broke and you became the source of provision for them. Can you send me rent? I've not paid my rent for 3 months. Can you bail me out? After a short while, they tell you, this has happened. I need some money. Constantly asking for financial assistance. Then that should be a red flag because probably this person is just taking advantage of you. Number 5, this person never appreciates any little assistance or never appreciates your efforts, never appreciates any support. Sometimes, because we said it is possible that you can realize this person has need. And remember, in this we are saying it is not wrong to support. You can give support. you can chip in. You can support even the family. You can support for especially emergencies. For you to get it as a red flag is when this person is never appreciating. So probably they have asked you for support for rent for 2 months, 3 months. You give to them, and that is forgotten. They don't appreciate. They are demanding for more. When you see somebody who never appreciates, then that is a dangerous trend. This somebody will create more and more stories to manipulate you. And there's something called gaslighting or guilt tripping. Somebody wants to put you in a state of guilt so that you feel like what you do is not enough.
Okay.
And they are using that as a manipulation tool. Okay. So those are the 5 red flags that I have come up with just to help us respond to this question. And I am sure there are many more red flags that you should be able to see as long as you have an open mind and open eyes.
Okay.
Yeah.
What I've gathered from all what you said, especially that number 5, is the person feels it's their rights.
Yeah.
It is my right. You have money. Whether it's the lady who has money or the man.
Yeah.
It's my right. If you have it, you should do this.
Yeah.
Okay. So entitlement.
That is entitlement. Feeling of entitlement, control, demanding for more, not appreciating. You know, this is somebody who is just in your life and their behavior tells you that they are after your money.
Okay.
Yeah.
So how do you deal with this? How do you deal with such a situation?
First and foremost, I would say, do not make quick conclusion. Probably this person maybe their behavior is affected by their upbringing. Maybe they were never taught about financial management, financial literacy, or they have not taken any effort to learn about financial management or financial literacy. So for you, the first step is raise the concern. Discuss. I believe at this point, this is somebody you are at the point of commitment. So you are seriously in a serious relationship. So raise the concern, discuss it with this person. Tell them, I feel like you are pushing me too hard when it comes to expenditure. I feel like your expectations are too high. Because remember in a previous video, we said, share your expectations. Just share them. Tell the person, I would love if you did this and did that. But if the expectations are too high, such that I am struggling to meet them, then that concern should be raised and communicated very clearly that I have this concern, I love you, I would want to build a future with you, but I feel like I'm struggling to meet your expectations in terms of my spending on you. Number 2, do not spend to impress, because you will be digging a financial pit that you may not easily come out. Especially borrowing to impress somebody, borrowing to hire a car, to take someone for a date, or borrowing to buy this expensive gift to impress this person or to show off. You are digging a financial pit that will be hard to remove yourself from. So make sure you spend within your means. You spend to build this relationship, to better it, to know each other, to have time together, to learn each other. And remember also the other thing related to that is you should spend what you can lose. Okay. If the relationship doesn't work, remember your spending should be something like you say, I spent on someone I was in a relationship with, or I spent on someone I was in love with, and I am okay having lost that. Take that loss. If now ultimately you break up, take that loss or that use of money, that expenditure, as school fees of learning how to deal with someone in a relationship. Because we said that in relationships there is no school. So if in case you spend on someone and ultimately you break up, you should assume that that is school fees. You don't go back to the school and ask for school fees. You pay it and you forget about the story. The third step, in case the first one of raising the concern has not worked, you should now you can seek help from a financial advisor, a financial coach, or someone you trust who has this knowledge to help you see some of the things and just help the two of you to understand financial management. Maybe the person's view is different from your view. And if you just sought the advice of a financial coach, that person will help you understand where you are and help you in planning for your future, especially in regards to finances, financial literacy, financial management, financial frugality, and investments, and such like. discussions. Finally, if it doesn't work, there's no option, you better part ways. We normally say it is better to break a relationship or an engagement than to break up in marriage. It is more painful if you get into marriage with someone who is a predator or a manipulator. You will fight, and you will fight seriously, because one of the reasons why there is a lot of divorce, one of them is issues to do with money, issues to do with property, issues to do with family wealth. If people are not well advised or well guided, that can be a source of quarrel, a source of fights, and a very serious source of problems. So I believe that one helps to learn. So as we continue to teach you, to encourage you, to empower you, to inspire you, kindly subscribe to this channel and share the word. That is one way of supporting us. Thank you very much.
Thank you.
Welcome.